Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. So today's makeup look is what you are seeing right here. I really love this makeup look, so appropriate for spring summertime. Really simple on the upper lid and then a really cool bright vibrant colour on the lower lash line. So we're going to jump straight into the look. And I'm going to start with using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone as my primer. This is really nice to help give you like a natural, like dewy, glowy finish. You can either apply it under your foundation or put it in with your foundation and mix it together. Either way, it'll give you a really nice glowy appearance. I'm then going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and I'm blending that out with a damp Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And what I generally do is apply one pump all over the face and blend that out, and then I'll go back in with a second pump and do like a second coat, just because I find that it blends out a little bit easier if I just put a little bit on at a time rather than trying to put all the foundation on and struggle to blend it all out. So when we are done with foundation, moving on to concealer, and I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. This is in the shade Light Neutral. I use this kind of as a concealer slash more of a brightener, which is why I always put it under my eyes and in the centre of my face to brighten the area up. So if you're going to do that, you want a shade which is maybe one shade lighter than what your skin tone is, just so it really brightens the area. If you're looking for concealer purely just to cover up any blemishes or just any areas of imperfection, then you want to aim to get a colour the same as your foundation. Now I'm setting that with the Mercier Loose Setting Powder. That's going under the eyes with a Real Techniques setting brush, and then over the rest of the face with a big fluffy Eco Tools brush. Now onto the rest of the face. I'm taking Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and using the middle shade, which is called Shadow Play, and I am applying that onto the face with a Real Techniques blush brush. So I talked about this a few videos ago, or the last video, I can't remember, about how I contour. Really quite subtle, I don't want anything too intense. It's a really nice summery, fresh looking makeup look that I'm going for. So I'm just going to apply that to the hollows of the cheeks, up onto the temple and the hairline, also taking a little bit down the jawline and onto the chin. And going in then with MAC Melba. And just apply that onto the apples of the cheeks and just drag it back towards the hairline just to help blend that out. And I can't go a day without highlighter, it's just impossible. So I am now using Becca in the shade Moonstone. And I just love this highlighter, it is so pigmented. It is really quite intense though, so if you don't want a really strong highlight, do make sure you only put a little bit on the brush and make sure you tap it out before you apply it onto your face. I'm all for a full-on highlight, so the more the merrier, so I'm going for it. So I've got onto the top of the cheekbones, also the tip of the nose and the Cupid's bow. And just a tip, if it has gone on a little bit too strong, you can just take a brush with no product on and just blend that out, and it'll take a little bit of the product away if it's too intense for you. So now onto the eyes, I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure palette and taking that very neutral warm shade, and that's just going above the crease, and I'm just doing circular windshield motions just to go backwards and forwards into the area to blend it out. I'm then going into the colour next to it, which is ever so slightly deeper, just a nice warm brown, and that's going into the crease area. I want to keep the lids really neutral because I'm putting such a bold colour underneath. So this is just keeping it really nice and subtle. And then taking this really nice kind of champagne-y colour, just a little bit of shimmer but not too much, and that's just going all over the lid. Okay, now for eyeliner, so I'm just going to apply a small amount of eyeliner just over the lid. You can go for a wing, full on, no eyeliner at all, it's just whatever you prefer. I'd then be applying some mascara and false lashes. Again, if you'd prefer just to stick with mascara, that's fine, the look will look great just with mascara. The only reason I'm going to be applying false lashes today is because I am going to be going quite strong on the lower lash line and make that blue quite intense and quite prominent, so I kind of feel like for how much I'm going to put on, I'm going to need false lashes on the top just to even everything out. So now for the fun bit, we are going in with this blue eyeliner from Rimmel and going to take that all right under the lower lash line. It did take me a while to get the colour as intense and bold as I wanted, so just persevere with it and keep applying and going back over until you get it how you want it to be. Again, I've gone quite thick with this line underneath. You can just put a small amount if you prefer, it's just whatever you want to do, but I want it to go quite strong and quite bold on that bottom so it really stood out. Don't forget when you've done the blue eyeliner to apply some mascara onto your bottom lashes as well. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of that Becca highlight that we used earlier on and just add a little bit onto the brow bone there, just to lighten the eyes a little bit, and also onto the inner corner. Again, I'm just wanting to make the eyes really bright and so they can pop and really stand out. It looks like I'm quite happy with myself as well. Okay, so now onto lipstick. And today I'm using the Rimmel lipstick in the shade 206 Soft Pink. And I'm going on top of that with Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Dainty. And when that's done and you've sorted out your hair because it looks awful right now, the makeup look is complete. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, if you did, please press the thumbs up button below and subscribe for future videos. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.